All right, welcome back. It's time for our number one Cochran Go One Better call of the week. And for that, we go to Oakland and our man Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up?
What's up, guys? Listen, I know time is short. I just want to make a comment about Mike Tomlin. I don't know what you guys think, but I really feel like he should be on at least the warm seat. I mean, 3-8 in his last 11 playoff games, no playoff victories since 2016, only one AFC championship game in the last 11 seasons, and his calling the defense has resulted in probably a record 171 points allowed in the last 4 playoff games. I'm sorry, there needs to be some accountability. He should not have a lifetime contract here. McCarthy got fired for having a better record than him. So just want to get your thoughts.
Sean
Thanks.
Payton, by the way, also quit today, basically saying he needs some time. I will say this. Whenever you make the calls and the defense is ranked last when it comes to run defense, and it's going to be interesting, Chris, to see what happens whoever's hired next. They've gone outside the organization with requests now twice to bring in somebody to at least talk to. I still got to believe it's Austin. If it is, he'll take that job mostly because it will triple his pay, even if he doesn't have to call the signals.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a step up for Terrell Austin. It's like it's a wink-wink promise. I would be stunned if it's anybody but him. You know, Mike Tomlin's defense, when his guys weren't injured the last 2 years before this, it was a really good defense. So him calling the defense wasn't always an issue. I think this year it was obviously bad, and guys were obviously out of the lineup. I don't know why I'm saying obviously. Maybe it's a subconscious tick since we're talking about Mike Tomlin. But I will say this. In general, there needs to be a lot more delegation from him. He does seem to be a guy that likes to have too much control over too many aspects. I'm not just talking about the play calling, Bob, on defense. I'm talking about sort of an iron grip on a lot of different things, and I just do not think that serves him well at all on game day. I think his attention's divided when it needs to be focused. I think it leads to little kind of costly mistakes with clock management, with timeouts. So that's why I would like to see there just be more delegation, but that really has to come from him because I don't think Art Rooney's going to put it on him. I think he has to look inside, look himself in the mirror and say, is what I'm doing going to keep working the rest of the way here?
I think those are excellent points you make. There's a lot going on as a head coach, and if you're involved in too much of it, too specifically, it makes it difficult to concentrate on some of the things you really need to do as a head coach. Kevin has this tweet before we go. He says, Bonds hit 200-plus more home runs than Ortiz. Bonds won 8 Gold Gloves. Ortiz couldn't even catch a virus. That's why the Twins released him. The Hall of Fame is for real baseball players, not sideshows. Again, I think Ortiz deserves it, but my point is I think Bonds does too, and the numbers are the numbers. Bud Selig's in. Why shouldn't the guys who played under him as a commissioner get in? 15 seconds, final word for you, Chris.
Barry Bonds was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded and the opposition up 2, and it worked. Hall of Fame for Barry someday. Make it right, people.
Nobody wanted to pitch to him. And that's going to do it. We're out of time. Chris, thanks. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 10:35. Hope you join us, too. It's 412-575-2600 right here at Pittsburgh CW. Have a good night.